Welcome back to Nick's Allotment. Just going to give you a bit of a plot update and what's been going on after all the storms and other things. So a few weeks ago I come down the plot again. We had another break-in. So I just put a bit of footage up what I took, and it's not very clear footage of the burglars. A spider spun his web across the camera, where you see him in the video. Got him famous. Right, I'll put that up. The allotment again. Nice surprise. Burglars have been last night. Again, ripped all my locks off the door. I don't know if there's anything missing. As you know, I don't keep it tidy. They've even broken there. It all looks to be here. Been in these cupboards up here. And also I smashed into the kitchen as well. As you can see, all damage on the doors. So snap that. I don't think there's nothing took out of here. And also there's somebody's pickaxe here that they've bust trying to open my shed door. So I've sort of put the locks back on the door. I have got another hasp to go on there because I could weld this one up, but I just bought another one, a bit thicker and stronger. When I put the door up, I left a gap over it. I thought, well, if they shone a torch in, they'd see there was nothing of any value in there. But they thought there might have been. So on our little kitchen dining area we got in the shed, they bust this one off, look, as you can see, buggers. So that's what's happened with the burglary. I got the pickaxe I used and I put it inside in the dry just in case they want some DNA evidence. Because last time they broke in, they said because it's been out in the rain, they wouldn't get nothing off it. But they never come back to me, the police. Just a waste of time, really, but you have to report it. So I got rid of all the leaves into the leaf mould bin. So I've cleared that area up. I just need to give this a bit of a tidy up. Get rid of some of the rubbish. Last year's leaf mould, the bags decided to rip and the blackbirds are getting in it, but some lovely tack. I'm going to mix that with some soil, might make some compost, see how it turns out. So I've been busy at nights, getting like half an hour after work before it gets dark. Put myself a wood chip path in. I've got this to sort out. Probably chop this wood up. Well, I won't chop it up. If it's good, I'll keep it. I'm going to get rid of that because it's all going rotten. Yeah, so done all these paths. So there's nothing really happened with me no dig beds, raised beds. I need some more compost, but tips but hold on getting compost because other people have ordered it. I presume they're compost people, big orders. So I never had any in February. I phoned up yesterday and asked if I could come and fetch some like the weekend. No, and I reckon it'll be middle of April before I can get any. As to when that comes. So hopefully I'll get some before I start planting, because I need to top this bed off as well. There's broad beans, not too bad. I had to put this round, stop the wind. I've left the top open. These were the shallots I bought in one of the garden centres. They knocked them down to, I think it was 50p a packet. I'm not sure if it's 50p or a pound. So the variety's Germore, and they've all germinated well. Same with the cheap garlic. This variety is Garcia, or whatever what it's called. They've all fired up well. And then these were onion radar. These were more cheap onion sets. They're doing well. And the others, and these ones are electric. They're just starting to come up and a bit slow, but not worried. More garlic. I think this was about 80p a packet, so I had a few packs. So it's topodrome. They've all germinated well. This one's Germador. That's germinated well. Right, this one's me garlic Marco. This always does well for me. There we go. That's saved off my own cloves. Needs a little bit of weeding in there, not a lot. I just want pinching out now before they get too big. These are some cauliflowers, but I don't know when these will be ready, but be more than welcome. Right, this is another one of me raised beds. Want some more compost on there. It's lucky I've got this bed here done. This is for my asparagus. I still want some more put on the top after. So it's going well. So I'm just waiting for the asparagus to come. So when it comes, I'll show you how I'll plant that. Also, I put the paths around here. I've got some chrysanthemums in here. I'm just going to dig these out and I'll try and get a few cuttings. And then I'll clean all this up, and then this will be just for my chrysanthemums in here. Rhubarb start to grow well. We'll pick some of that the weekend. Yum yum. Yeah, so got a nice load of wood chips. I've just got a few more bits to do. I need to just scrat out underneath there, just so the boards are not touching the soil, and then paint the boards both sides, and then I'll just wood chip this all up. It's all coming along well. So that's what I've been busy at nights doing. Right, so this is the asparagus I saved. This needs going inside, just weed it off. And let's see if I can get a bit of early asparagus. This is all saved from when the birds sit on the wires up here after they've been eating the berries. They poop the seeds out and then it grows. It seems to be in line with the wires, most of the little plants. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8 tubs to put inside. These are my last few carrots. I'll pull one up, see if they're any good still. Oh yeah, lovely. I haven't covered mine up, because some people cover them up to keep them dry, stop them splitting, but because it's been damp all winter, they've not splitted. Okay, this is after the storms. It was split anyway on a few of the rails, and I am going to replace it, but I might try and recycle some of this polythene. It's like when I do the doors, repolythene them, and I might use it for some other things. So anything any good, I'll try and roll it up and save it. But like along the top where the bar is up there, the magpies, I presume it's the magpies, had pecked holes in the polythene. They must have been after the insects. As you can see, I think there's a magpie in there. But so I suppose it was just like ripping paper when that wind come, and it just went along all the dotted holes. So I need to get all this sorted out. I think that might be my next job in the week. Keep coming down, just dig a bit each night, not getting out of breath doing it. Right, these are me Picasso seed potatoes. I put them out for chitting. Another chap off the plots give me these. These are British Queen. So I only asked him for 4 or 5 and he's given me quite a few. And then Curse Pink. And then I bought some Nicola. And these are Jazzy. But I've got some others up at home. Right, so these are my seed potatoes I had from JBA through another supplier. I bought a 20 kilo bag and I bought it for split between me and Joe. So Joe had his 10 kilos, I've had mine. He's got quite a lot of small ones in his as well. But you know what I mean? I've just put a golf ball there. Comparison looks smaller than the golf ball. You know, you expect a few little ones, but not that many. I think if you've seen quite a lot of them small ones in a net of potatoes, you wouldn't buy it. So we did write to them. I'm going to read you the reply out and then put in the comments what you reckon. Right, so this is what they've wrote. Hi Nick, thanks for your email. I am afraid to say it's been a common problem with some varieties this season due to last season's extreme heat and dry weather. What has happened during the growing season is the tubers were burned off the root. That sounds good, doesn't it? Burned off the root of the plant, and as a result some of the size fraction was lost. Growers then had to try and let the little potatoes get up to size, and this has created a bigger than normal variance, I don't know, in the final seed that were delivered. So you probably got more potatoes 30 to 40 mil than 50 to 55mm, and the 40 to 50mm ones were missing. Oh, it makes me laugh. As they burned off at the root at the time, they formed. As the bigger potatoes were hardly established, as the bigger potatoes were already established, they carried on growing. But the next group of tubers that were setting at the root were burned off. I hope this makes sense, but purely down to growing season, that is, the sample is the way it is this year. I have to hold my hands up and say it's not as good to look at this, not to good look. Oh God, me and reading, not as good to look at as the year before, but we are at the mercy of the growing conditions. I would ask you, I wouldn't ask you to fake any results, but hopefully you can use your channel to inform other people that this is the reason things like this happen. All the best. Yeah. So, you know, you thought a goodwill gesture, they'd said we'll send you another little net of potatoes, because they ain't no little company, they're one of the biggest companies on growing potatoes. But I just don't think it's good enough really, but there we go. Write down what you think in the comments and let me know. Right, don't see me with these on very often. So that's it for down the allotment. Let's pop up home and we'll see what's happening with the seeds I've planted, and probably going to plant some more. Okay, in the greenhouse at home now, so just show you what's going on. Right, these are my chilies I planted. They've come up well. I think these are Kelsey, one's Kelsey, and I think they're like Robertson's Mammoth. Right, they're coming up well. And I've just planted a bit of celery and celeriac. I think that's celeriac. And a few other seeds. These are all Sarah's of violas. They look well. I'm pricking out now. Right, these are my brassicas. One's sprouts. One's, I think they're cabbage and cauliflowers. They're coming up well, but they're getting a bit leggy in there, so I think I need to take them out there. I think they want a bit more light. I'll leave them on the top there for now. These are some others of Sarah's. These are the leeks, and a bit thick. I think I'm going to have to either try and transplant some into something. I don't know what I'm going to use yet. I've sowed them way too thick. These are some Cornish giant cabbage. I think that one there might be a red cabbage. These are some onions I've pricked out. Loads of onions. Right, that's what's going on in the greenhouse. My boutilon had a bit of green fly on it. I had to spray them off. I think I've got rid of them now. That wants repotting up. I haven't got the heater on because, well, we're due some frosts this week, so I shall put it on in the week. Right, bought these two thermometers off Amazon because mine at bed had it, but I don't know if you can read that. This one says 22.7 and the other one's next to it, that's 22.2. So which one's right? Probably neither. Right, that's it for this one, folks. Thanks for watching, subscribing, commenting. So my next vid will be some more sewing, so I'm going to get on with that now, ready to put up. So, ta-ra for now.